social media censors some of what you could be making your own judgments about. Not a surprise, okay? Some of what they censor includes me. That's a surprise, okay? Last night, we did an interview that had no business being censored. If it's good enough for NewsNation, it sure as heck is good enough for social media, okay? And by the way, the interview was with a former Navy SEAL who's an expert on hostage negotiation named Dan O'Shea, who was talking to us about what hostages can endure at the hands of a terror organization like Hamas. So we put up the post like we do every night, right? And then, a few minutes, my producer, Rose, says, hey, I don't know what's going on. It's getting taken down from these social media platforms. And then she starts to get these explanations, all right? Put up some of the explanations, number one, number two, whatever. You got 6 of them, all right? They start sending her notes like these. That's at some point somebody who's in the business of making TV will put it up. There you go. Your post goes against our community standards, so only you can see it. Next. 2, 3, 4, I don't care. Just put something up, all right? They're all the same messages. And they start to say things about, what they care about, which all sounds okay. But then at some point they say, our technology, you see that? Our technology found that your content goes against our standards. And that was the aha for us. Now, first of all, just in case you're being skeptical, which you should, is, well, maybe there was something in the segment. Here's a chunk of the segment.
We knew in cases in Iraq, the hostages they tried to convert them to Islam. There was all kinds of mind games that were being done. There were mock executions. There would be times when they'd pull out a knife and pretend they're going to cut their heads off. The problem is, once you make concessions to terrorist organizations, you've played your hand. And U.S. policy, while we won't negotiate with terrorists, we don't make concessions to terrorism. And President Biden making public statements about his personal role, it has raised the stakes of the American hostages, and which is why we only have 2 Americans that were released.
Censored? Seriously? Let's bring in author and the CBR chair of politics, censorship, and free speech at the University of Austin, Michael Shellenberger. You think I got this because I'm friends with you, by the way? Is this some derivative stink on me because of your work, Shelley? Is that what's going on here? So, look, you're not surprised by this, but I do think it's a great teachable moment that somebody's making algorithms that are making judgments that are getting it wrong, right?
Yeah, that's right. And they're making those judgments for all of us that are interested in your content, that have a chance to see it. Now, you have to remember, the victims of censorship are not just the people being censored, and I know the experience, it's a horrible experience, and you've been describing it. It's also those of us that are consumers of that content. So, I mean, think about it. I imagine it's an algorithm. Facebook, under these algorithms, they very well could have censored the 9/11 attacks, or, news about things like Hiroshima or Pearl Harbor. I mean, these were very violent events. So you're in a wartime situation. It's a violent situation. Watching that clip again, I suspect some combination of Hamas, plus, you're describing, potential beheadings. Various things could have triggered it, but there's really no good process to appeal. I think there's a very simple solution, which is that if you're going to be a social media company and get these very sweeping liability protections under what's known as Section 230, then it should be up to the adult users to filter and decide our own content, not up to big tech corporations.
Yeah, I agree with you 110%. And, there's so many collateral effects of this, what people would call shadow banning. And what happens is, to the extent that it is happening, you empower those people. You empower their information and their perspective. And they almost always don't warrant that respect or consideration. So by proxy, you're giving it to them. Here's what they don't want you to know. I mean, ever since you and I were reading Mad Magazine, that was like one of the most enticing lines in the world to somebody, here's what your parents won't tell you. And now social media is doing that. What is the fix? Is there a regulatory fix here? Does somebody have to tell them this? Is it a lawsuit?
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, we have a First Amendment that says that the government cannot abridge or limit freedom of speech. With Section 230, we give these special rights, special liability protections to social media companies, which are known in the law as interactive computer services. That's Facebook, Twitter, NewsNation, my publication, Public, Substack, the New York Times. We're not in that category. We're publishers, so we can decide what content we have. But if you're going to get those special liability protections, then it should come with the condition that you're going to let the adult users decide their own legal content. Of course, we still are not going to allow the illegal content, whether it violates people's privacy or whether it's child pornography or heinous material that we already make illegal. But those of us that are grown-ups should have a chance to decide on legal content.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.